Village Board meeting of July 18th, 2017 to order. I need a roll call, please.
Trustee Cook?
Here.
Trustee Oppenheim?
Here.
Trustee Takaoka?
Here.
Trustee Hebda? Here. Trustee Schultz?
Here.
Trustee Markwart?
Here.
President Byrne?
We have a quorum.
Mr. Clerk, at this time, I'd like to nominate Trustee Cook to be President Pro Tem for the remainder of this meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Thank you.
All right, we've been called to order, so, and we have
They're already looking
quorum,
at
so
that.
let's have the
They're like
Pledge of
ready.
Allegiance.
They're already down there.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Since I don't think either of you are citizens wishing to address the board, we can move past that. Under the President's report, we have a couple of proclamations. One is congratulating James Martin Associates Incorporated on its 40th anniversary. Whereas since 1977, James Martin Associates Incorporated has been providing award-winning landscape design, installation, and landscape maintenance to residents on the North Shore and Chicago areas for 40 years, based on a core philosophy of assisting its clients in achieving the landscape of their dreams. To enrich lives through beautiful landscapes is not just a tagline, but a mission that reaches its clients and associates. In 2005, James Martin Associates redefined its sustaining focus by articulating its overall business goal to become the world's most client-engaging professional landscape development, landscape management, and snow management organization. And as one of the most certified landscape companies in the United States, James Martin Associates has earned recognition from all areas of the landscaping industry, including excellence in its work, range of certifications, stringent safety and quality standards. And James Martin Associates takes great pride in supporting organizations important to Vernon Hills residents, local clients, and associates through sponsorships of special events, leadership involvement in the organizations, design or material support for a specific landscape project, donations of a potting party for a silent auction, and cash donations. Over James Martin Associates' 40 years, its overriding business focus has evolved from being a world-class landscape development company to being one of the industry's most cost-effective providers of quality landscape and snow management. And whether it's for commercial or residential clients, James Martin Associates has successfully enhanced the environment of its clients by creating beauty, by leaving the earth better than they found it, and by being stewards of the built environment. Therefore, be it proclaimed that Roger L. Byrne, President, and the Village Board of Trustees do hereby express our sincerest congratulations and best wishes to James Martin Associates on its 40th anniversary and wish it continued success in the coming years.
Okay.
If I may address the board.
Yes, sir.
So when you look
And
back,
let people know who you are.
pardon me?
And if you could identify yourself.
I am Jim Martin, founder of the company. And when you look back on 40 years, you know, there are big decisions that you make. And 33 years ago, I made the decision to locate the business here in Vernon Hills. And many of you are new to Vernon Hills since then, but some that go back know how much it's changed during those 33 years. And looking back on it, I couldn't have made a better decision. The town has been a great partner in many ways. We've worked in different ways in the community, and it's served us well, and we truly have tried to be a great corporate citizen in Vernon Hills, and look forward to continuing that. So thank you very much for the recognition of our 40th anniversary. Means a great deal.
And I have a framed copy of the resolution for you.
Awesome. And come see us on Sunday. We're celebrating from 3 to 7.
Thank you again. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Trustee Schultz?
Just a point of interest, Jim does such a good job, his organization, 27 years ago, so the summer after we moved here 28 years ago, Jim's team put in the landscaping in front of my house, and other than me just beating it down, it looks great, and it survived, and it was a nice selection of shrubs and bushes, and it has a nice appearance to it. So you do good work and long-lasting work.
Thank you very much.
And we also appreciate how good a corporate citizen you've been. You're always ready to help us with an event or help sponsor something like that, and it's greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much. Appreciate this.
18.
Next is a proclamation in recognition of service of Sharon Joseph Rieger, Vernon Hills Police Department. She was, Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, she was already presented with this? Yes, she was. Okay. Sharon J. Rieger began employment with the Village of Vernon Hills Police Department as a police officer on February 14th, 1997, and has served the village in that capacity for 20 years. Sharon Rieger officially became Sharon Joseph on January 1, 2001, after becoming the proud wife of former Vernon Hills police officer Anthony Joseph on June 11, 1999. Sharon served as Hawthorne Elementary School District 73's first school resource officer in 2001. Sharon served as a DARE officer, officer friendly, officer in charge of the department's crime prevention unit. During her time in the CPU, she helped organize and coordinate numerous community-oriented projects such as National Night Out, the Lake County Law Enforcement Exhibition, Cops on the Rooftop, Cell Phones for Soldiers, Drug Take-Back Program, Operation Stand Down. Sharon also performed vital administrative roles such as crime analyst, internship coordinator, and pension board administrator. And Sharon has served the department as a public information officer and represented the department and village on a national level with honor and distinction following an officer-involved shooting in 2013. Sharon has been a great asset to the Vernon Hills Police Department throughout her career and has served with professionalism and distinction, something her brother Matt would have been extremely proud to have witnessed. The residents of the Village of Vernon Hills have been greatly rewarded by Sharon's services to the community as a police officer during the past 20 years. Now therefore be proclaimed that the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Vernon Hills, on behalf of the entire Vernon Hills community and the County of Lake, extend to Sharon Joseph their gratitude and thanks for her years of service to the community. Chief, want to mention anything, or?
No, I just say that we saw Sharon this weekend. She's, although retired, hasn't gone far, and she came back with her children and husband to enjoy some of the summer celebration, and she's starting her new career as a police officer with College Lake County, and we look forward to continuing to see her and work with her.
Okay, thank you. Also, a reminder that our next village board meeting will be Tuesday, August 15th. We're skipping the first Tuesday.
Correct. We have one meeting in August.
Okay. Then village manager, summer celebration, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I actually get to thank two groups tonight. Summer Celebration Committee completed its 25th or 26th event in the history of this type of activity, and the current group, I have to tell you, the committee is one of the hardest working and most dedicated group of volunteers I think I've ever met and worked with over the years. Kathy Zarillo, who's the chairperson, Brandon and Jamie Adkins, who are site and entertainment, Jeff and Tony Pastorino, who did public relations and operated the bar and under the beer tent, Sue Hoffman worked with the food vendors, Gretchen Grata, kids entertainment, Danielle Wells, donations and volunteers, and then three new members that were added to the group. Jamie Nieves was finance support and other activities. Kyle Suchlin, food vendor, the son of former member Sue Suchlin, and Corinne Papik, who provided ticket support and other support where necessary. The three new people on this really did an outstanding job for their first full year. Kyle actually grew up as a part of the Summer Cell committee, with father and mother both being involved with it over the years, so this seems like a natural for him. As you know, Mother Nature threw a curveball to us, and I will tell you that between the committee and the Public Works guys and the police department and the Park District and everybody just pulled together. They rallied to make this a great event, and I really, really am very proud of the folks that were involved with this. Big special thanks to our sponsors and cultural partners, Steinhoffels, Rust-Oleum, Gewalt Hamilton, Tucson Corporation, American Hotel Register, CDW, Jacobson and So Orthodontics, Worth Bear Supply, and Chase Bank. Very special thanks to Hits Pizza and Sports Bar for their generous donations for food for the VIP night, and to feed the Public Works and Police Department teams during the event. Olive Garden and Claim Company for food donations, Umbenstock Electric, Buffalo Wild Wings, Howard at A to Z Entertainment, and First American Bank for their ATM, and then the Knights of Columbus, the Lions Club, and the American Legion for their efforts. Finally, a very special thanks to the Vernon Hills Park District, and an apology for the way we left their grounds, unfortunately, with all the rain. Vernon Hills Public Works and the police departments. I can't say enough about Dave and his team, and you know how they got everything set up and worked through that while also bailing and closing roads and things like that. And then Pat's teams for keeping security and running the money and keeping everybody safe and the like during that night. A big thanks also to Lynn Deanda. Lynn does so many things behind the scenes and works on the contracts with the music groups and works with our Pat Branken and the like to make sure that those things are all squared away and we limit their impact on us. The Lake County Sheriff's Department reserve deputies, huge force enhancement and force multiplier for us, and really we can't do a lot of things without their help. So a lot of big help. And then Aaron McElroy for her help with the music groups. The other thing I would note is we had an opportunity to do a fundraiser this year and it was known as Cream a Cop, which turned out to be a great success, and you will see pictures over the next few weeks. I'm sure you saw a few on Facebook if you've seen it. This was to benefit FAST, which was the Foundation for Angelman Syndrome Therapeutics. Between the car show, which had 100 cars and a great turnout considering the cloudiness of the weather, and the creaming the cop, so to speak, they raised about $2,600 for this group. So a big thanks goes out to everybody who contributed to it or took a pie in the face for the great cause, because it really turned out to be a special thing. Big thanks also to the many volunteers who sell tickets and serve beverages. Again, without Ina and all the folks like that sitting in the ticket booths, or people behind the bar serving drinks and checking IDs and those types of things, we can't do this event. And then finally, a big thanks to the mayor and the board of trustees for your continued support of this community event. The committee is so appreciative of your efforts and support, and they really look forward to this event every year, and they're already starting to talk about the 2018 event. So a big thank you to you all for the continuing support of this activity. So weather-wise, great weather. Site got better every day. We had nice-sized crowd Friday night. We had a jam-packed crowd on Saturday night. great Sunday with the kids' entertainment and the like, and it really turned out to be a very special weekend. So I would expect we'll have some updates in terms of the numbers, the dollars and the like that came out of the event, and we'll have a report to you at the sometime in the next couple of weeks in your transmittal packet. So.
Yes, and Dave and Chief, in light of that storm, for your guys to have been able to put forth the effort, I mean, Summer Celebration Week is always a tough week, even if everything's perfect, it's a difficult week with a lot of man-hours, and to add that on top of the flood that happened, your guys did an amazing job. Trustee Schultz.
If someone wanted to make a donation to FAST, who do they make the check out, and where do they send it to?
I'm not prepared to answer right now, but I will get the answer and make sure you have it.
We put it on our,
It's Angelman syndrome.
Yeah.
Is what it's called. FAST is the acronym.
One
for
of
it.
our officers.
One of our officers' son is afflicted with this, and I would add to Manager Kalmer's statement that not only did we raise about $2,600, but an anonymous donor matched that, and so we actually raised over $5,000 this weekend.
That's awesome.
Good. Anything else on Summer Celebration?
That's it.
Pipe City Lacrosse America, thank you.
Very, very similar comments. We had a great weekend of weather, about 225 teams that participated. Again, a big thanks to Public Works and the Park District and the Police Department for their efforts in the setup and managing of the facilities, getting in preparation for and during the event itself. Another really big thanks, and I'm not sure people quite understand the importance of this, but to the adjacent property owners for the use of their parking lots. Because quite frankly, without them, we wouldn't have a tournament. So Mitsubishi, Van Vlissingen are big contributors to that. And again, without them and a couple of other folks, we wouldn't have a tournament. So it really was very, very appreciative. Also, our partners in this, again, the Park District, Stevenson High School, Vernon Hills High School, are huge in this whole effort, and we're very appreciative of their efforts too. So, again, another great weekend, and Chad and his team from Lacrosse America were very appreciative and the like for having another successful event. So, turned out really great. So, and
Any
that's
other
what I have.
Comments on this?
I have the website now, if I could. So for the FAST support Angelman, the website to go to is cureangelman.org. That's CureAngelman.org. Thank you.
I'm sure we can maybe get a link on our website now. Okay. Anything else, Village Manager? Okay. Assistant Village Manager, Health Vest Behavioral Health Hospital update.
Thank you, Your Honor. As some of you may be aware, U.S. Health Vest sent a letter to the village about a week and a half ago now, requesting that their proposed hospital at 300 North Milwaukee Avenue would be postponed from appearing at the Committee of the Whole agenda this evening on the 18th. Right now, staff is working with them to make sure that they're ready to go for the next available meeting. However, in the interest of them, given the amount of interest that folks have had with this particular development, we want to make sure that we're not just continually delaying and moving the meeting back and continually noticing individuals of that. So we want to make absolutely certain that they're ready to go before we schedule that. And when we are, we'll make sure that's communicated to the board as well as all the community stakeholders that have in the past reached out and expressed either opposition or support for the proposal.
Okay, thank you. Finance Director, Passport Parking.
Thank you. Included on tonight's omnibus agenda is ordinance 2017-091, which is approving an agreement with Passport Parking. Passport Parking is a partner of Total Parking Solutions, who provides our existing payment machines at the Metro station, and they're offering a pay-by-phone app. There is no cost to the village. There's only a 37-cent charge per transaction that would be passed on to the commuter to pay for the electronic transaction. In addition, Passport Parking covers the setup and the cost of signage and brochures and the integration to a back office system to allow us to monitor the payments. Up on the presentation board up there and in front of you as well is a sample of the marketing materials that is provided by Passport Parking. As you can see from the flyer, there's a myriad of our neighbors that are already using the service. You can log in through Facebook, or you can also download the app. Not included on this list is the Village of Palatine, who just implemented this system not too long ago. We are very excited to offer this to our residents. We feel like this is a service enhancement, especially for those last-minute commuters that are trying to catch the train. The estimated time for the system implementation is approximately 4 weeks from the date of contract approval. And I'm happy to answer any questions about the service.
Okay, any questions or comments about it?
That's one of the, that's number D under Department Reports, and that will provide you with what you need. When do you expect to sign the contract then?
We would sign it immediately after the meeting, probably as soon as tomorrow. So we would expect that we would be able to get up and running. 4 weeks is the estimated time frame they gave us. We're trying to shoot for a full-on implementation by the time school's back in session.
No later than Labor Day then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Anything else on this? All right.
Actually, I do.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I see these marketing options. Were you selecting one of these, or are we just doing the standard one?
We were just going to do the standard one.
Seems
They do,
appropriate.
yeah. We have our own Facebook page that we'll be marketing this through, and we'll be handing out flyers at the station, things like that. So.
Very good.
Anything else? Okay. Chief of Police, Joint Emergency Telephone System Board.
Thank you, Mr. President. Item H of the omnibus agenda allows or authorizes the board to designate the designees of the Village of Vernon Hills to the joint ETSB, that's the Emergency Telephone System Board. If you recall, this is consistent with authorization from this board in November of 2016, which was mandated by law, Public Act 99-0006, which required that we consolidate our ETSB with our other partners. So we've since dissolved the Vernon Hills ETSB, as has Lincolnshire and Libertyville, and we formed a joint ETSB with those partners, and we also, that also includes Countryside Fire Protection District as a non-voting member of that joint ETSB. So this action basically designates the Chief of Police, Deputy Chief of Police, and Communications Supervisor as the representatives. It's also worth pointing out that our village finance director serves in an official capacity on that joint ETSB, so the village is going to be well represented in that forum.
Okay, any comments or questions about this issue?
Then I would have one more comment.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd just like to give a shout out to our 22nd annual National Night Out. This is a nationwide event where communities throughout the 50 United States participate. The Vernon Hills Police Department has a long-standing tradition, and I'd like to remind the community that that is coming up Tuesday, August 1st at Hartman Park. That's on Oakwood Road. That's between 4 and 8. There's a lot of free food, ice cream, tons of entertainment, giveaways, some pretty mean volleyball, I'm to understand. So we'd love the community to come out and enjoy that evening with us.
Okay. Yeah, the first time in a long time we won't have a meeting on this,
Yeah,
and
we
that
won't
is
have a
good.
meeting on
Good
the
thing,
same
good
night.
thing.
That's good.
Okay, anything else from staff on any issues? Okay, hearing none, then next would be omnibus vote agenda. Is there a motion to approve items A through H?
So made.
Motion a second. Anything, questions about anything? Anything want to be pulled? Okay, hearing none, a roll call, please.
Trustee Oppenheim?
Yes, aye.
Trustee Takaoka?
Aye.
Trustee Hebda?
Aye.
Trustee Schultz?
Aye.
Trustee Markwart?
Aye.
Trustee Cook?
Aye. Motion carries. Unfinished additional business, approve the village board meeting minutes of July 5th, 2017. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion a second. Any comments, questions, corrections?
I have a correction on page 3, I think it was, on the motion to adjourn. It incorrectly listed me as approving the motion. I wasn't there. And Cindy, I presume you did approve it? And-
Yeah.
And it was listed, you were listed as not being present.
That was-
so.
Okay. All right. With that correction, first and second agree?
Yes.
All right. Then anything else? Roll call, please.
Trustee Takaoka?
Aye.
Trustee Hebda?
Aye.
Trustee Schultz?
Aye.
Trustee Markwart?
Aye.
Trustee Cook?
Aye.
Trustee Oppenheim?
Aye.
Motion carries. New business or communication, trustee Hebda.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about the French market. I was there on Saturday, and it's very limited in terms of the people, and I don't know if we're trying to get more or if we need to evaluate a different day and time, or if that can be discussion in the fall, because it's a great service, but I feel bad because there's not enough there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a tough call. We've dealt with this.
we have dealt with it before, and it's something that we'll have to measure with the company at the end of the
Okay.
season and see if this is truly, A, the right location, and B, the right market,
Right.
for this type of.
I'm wondering, John, as we talk to them, is it possible to say, could we have like a couple of special times throughout the year? Maybe we could do around summer celebration. Maybe we can do it in the evening at the Metro train station when people are coming home from work. I don't know if that's feasible, but I love it, and I hate to see it go away. But I know we're competing with tons of other markets out there, from Grays Lake to Libertyville to whatever. So, but
Yeah.
if they have any thoughts or whatever, I don't know. I think the location's a tough one.
Right.
It's a tough one on a Saturday, but it's really nice. And
Well, and it may be one of those things where when the Park District does the redevelopment of the OPA lot.
Right, and I think that's a perfect
Yeah,
location down
and
the road.
We'll,
right.
we've kind of had a chat about that,
Have you?
but
Okay.
it's something that we'll have to further develop. But yeah, we tried the farmer's market a number of years ago at the mall, and
Yeah.
we just couldn't make it run.
Run,
And
yeah.
there are a lot of long and well-established markets
Yeah.
around the area that just do better,
Okay.
I'm afraid, so. But yeah, it's something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
Yep,
All right,
yep.
thank you. And thank you to Public Works, the Police Department with the rain, all that stuff. You guys are amazing. I know our community is very lucky to have you guys out there helping us. Yes, Dave?
Thank you, and I know in behalf of the police department, they would say the same. As they say, it takes a village. I'm very proud on how the village as a whole reacted to that. Everyone understood their role. Everyone participated across the board. In terms of the actual event, it was interesting when about 6:45, driving in, talking with my staff, we were in really good shape. One of the key spots that we go to is over by the junior high school where the dip is at Aspen and whatever you call the lake.
Lake Tumachagua.
Absolutely.
As the first settler to have canoed that, I got the name.
Absolutely. So that was one of the first spots, indicator spots that we look at. There was no water on the road. 15, 20 minutes after that, half hour after that, sky got dark, street lights turned back on, and then we were really in for a battle there. But I think due to good planning from the village board, from John Kalmar, et cetera, and our stormwater management system, it does work. We did have the buildings elevated. If you've seen the video of Deer Path Park, it was underwater. It was planned to be underwater, so it worked really well. And so I'm pleased on how our system worked. I feel for some of our neighbors and every struggle that they're going through, but I think it was due to a lot of good planning on our part, and our staff did a fantastic job. So I just wanted to recognize that.
Well,
And maybe one last lesson learned, and we are going to work with Lynn to try to put out a press release. Our systems worked well where we had our failures in any basement flooding. That was due to loss of power or sump pump related issues. So we would encourage anyone we can talk to, you need to have another plan. You need to have a battery backup or some other solution, and that would prevent a lot of damage that people went through in our town. So just wanted to share that and thank everyone.
yeah, and as evidence, that was a significant rain event. I don't know that I've ever seen Lakeview closed
True.
right there just south of 60. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trustee Schultz.
Along the same vein, I know Aaron Lawler on Facebook has put out the forms and everything that people need to fill out, and I know that on our Village Voice, or whatever we're calling our news outlet, that those forms are on there also. And so if anybody's seeing this for the first time tonight about that, and you had some damage, there are forms. Go to our website, get those forms, fill them out, and you may be eligible for some support from the state or federal government above and beyond your insurance. But follow the forms, follow your process with filing your claims with your insurance company and moving forward. And, you know, like Dave was just saying, the good news is Vernon Hills is a pretty new town. I mean, 75% of the growth has come since 1986, 87, something like that. And there's been a lot of changes, a lot of improvements in stormwater management ideas. And we're lucky. Mundeline's an older town with older infrastructure, and they got beat up a lot worse than we did. And that's kind of one of the good things. And yeah, again, congratulations to you and to the Mike Atkinson and the chief for doing all your parts over the years to make sure that we keep our town safe. And also another shout out to both the folks, Bob Melpede up at White Deer Run and Greg Roberts down here at the Muni. They've got both those golf courses cleaned up and operating again and making things a lot more normal. Same with the Park District. The Stinger Tournament took place this weekend, both here and at Vernon Township, and it was like life just went on, and that's really a great thing. So thanks to everybody who was a participant.
Okay, anything else under new business and communication? We do not have executive session tonight, and no committee of the whole. Okay, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Hebda?
Aye.
Trustee Schultz?
Aye.
Trustee Markwart?
Aye.
Trustee Cook?
Aye.
Trustee Oppenheim?
Aye.
Trustee Takaoka?
Motion carries. So thank you and good night.